And we're back, everyone, to our Let's Play video series of Vampire The Masquerade Redemption. And I believe this here is the final episode. So let us go in this.
Enter freely, Christoph. I bid you welcome to my domain. It is fitting that you should be here now, at the beginning of the new age, as you were at the end of the last era.
I shall cause thy fall now, as I did then.
But then was I not yet arisen. Your untimely intervention set me back nearly a millennium. But I am nothing if not patient. And now, I am omnipotent.
Nay, for we have denied thee Orsi's statue for thy ritual.
I'll live.
We shall stop thee!
It's over, Christoph. I have already risen, with power enough to consume even antediluvians.
No!
But I must extend my gratitude to you, Christoph. My former vessel, Lebusa, lacked a certain purity. But Inesca,
Oh no, you're gonna piss off
her
Chris.
virtue bubbles up from so rich a spring that I have been endlessly supplied with purity to defile. I would never have found her without your assistance. You sent her to me, and she has been so loyal and willing a servant to me over these long eons. I shall now embrace her, and she will rule with me over the cattle of humanity for all time.
Nay! Inesca is not thine! She serves thee not. She sent a summons to awaken me from torpor.
Is this true, Inesca?
Dear master, please allow me to split Christoph's joints and fleshcraft his bones into a throne for thy glory.
Monster! I'll destroy thee!
I have a better idea. Serve me.
I know thou art wicked, but I never thought thee a fool.
Ha.
Serve me. You don't really have any love for the antediluvians, do you? The day of Gehenna is coming, and they intend to consume you, and Wilhelm, and Lily, and all other vampires. I will prevent that. I will give you eternity, life everlasting. We will greet the awakening grandsires with another flood, a deluge of their own blood!
One antediluvian is no better than 13. I cannot entrust such power unto any, let alone thee.
Then suppose I gave you your beloved Inesca.
Ain't that a
as
tempting
well.
offer?
What? Consider this. Even if you could destroy me, which you cannot, you would destroy her as well. Remember, she is my ghoul, and after all these centuries, she is utterly dependent on my blood. If I die, she shatters into thousand-year-old dust. But serve me, and I'll give her to you. What say you?
Nay, I shall fight thee to stop thy mad scheme, even at the cost of my life.
Oh, ain't that fun? So now then, let us end this series once and for all.
The abyss! I am weak, lack of precious blood.
Oh, you way back. I want to die. Lightning. Lightning. Strike.
You have no hope of winning.
I have hope beyond hope.
You waste my time. I have no more patience for you. Your skin and bones will add to the walls of my cathedral of flesh.
Oh, you bastard. Well, that was cheap of him. Oh, but well. Let's continue then. And seriously. Battle at him and then he does something cheap like that. Oh, but well. See if we can get through this in only one episode, hopefully. Okay.
I am the wall of memory. I contain the secret thoughts of Inesca.
Okay. The wall's talking to me. What the fuck is that?
I am damned. In the holy orders I once dreamed of the eternity of bliss that would be mine for my devotion to the Lord. Eternity is now mine, but not bliss. I shall live as long as a voivod, or as long as a voivod is pleased with me, or as long as a voivod is pleased to defile me. Heavenly bliss is not to be my lot, only empty torment. Yet still I dare to hope, still I live.
Oh, Inesca.
Oh, this is gonna be fun for Christoph to go through. I don't know what this
I have lived for 50 years.
Yeah.
All I loved are dead and gone. My beloved Christoph has perished in the fall of Visserad. His sacrifice has preserved innocence in the world, and so I rejoice. But my suffering grows with each passing night. The voivod takes great delight in seeing me rise with fresh hope, for it means he may once again drag me down. Should I surrender all hope and break as the Busa is broken, his pleasure would be at an end. Yet I will not abandon my hope, even though such hope fills his empty heart with glee, as it fills mine with pain.
I cannot bear it.
Oh, this is practically torturing Christoph than to watch these damn things. But oh well, let's continue. Watching these Snake and Nesca voice
For more than
things.
200 years, I have suffered every possible form of humiliation and defilement. I have fallen from the chaste and inviolate woman I once was, yet I have borne it all with hope in my heart. But now I am sinking into the murky depths, and the last whisper of hope in me is fading like the final bubbles of breath from a drowning woman. As we grow close to the day of his resurrection, Vukadlak has found the only defilement I cannot bear. He has decreed that I inflict defilement on others by binding innocent men and women into the walls of his accursed cathedral of flesh. His power compels me, and I cannot resist a direct command. I can endure my own degradation, but I cannot abide to befoul others. I fear I shall shatter like glass.
My poor, poor Inesca. This is my doing. Every humiliation she suffers is on my head.
Christoph, you can't blame yourself for the choices she made.
Silence.
Silence.
Yay for more torture for
It is 2
Christoph.
centuries and a half after Vukadlak took me, and his resurrection draws nigh. He now demands that I surrender the final shreds of my honor and perform evil acts of my own volition. I cannot defy my master's command that I defile others, and when I resist him, my poor body carries out his tasks against my will, like a puppet. He's driving me mad. So I must change. Rather than resist the evil I am compelled to do, I now embrace it, and perform my tasks with zeal. The master favors me, and as I embrace his evil, he gives me greater power. I have been Lebusa's equal since my arrival. Now shall I take over her duties, gladly trading the final measure of my innocence for control over the voivod's worldly affairs. 'Tis the only way.
Oh no! She gave up! I'm so sorry, Kristoff. Kristoff, are you okay?
I mourn for her soul.
Now, for some reason I see something else to that. Let's continue then. Probably gonna fill out the whole episode with
I
this
have now
diary
lived
stuff.
more than 300 years past my natural lifespan. I have committed atrocities beyond all imagining, but my plan has succeeded. Though Vukodlak has extraordinary power, his exile from the world makes him weak. He must act through Labusa, who wields great power within our haven. But in just a few years I have usurped all of Labusa's power and left her a wretched outcast in the cathedral of flesh she helped build. Long ago the Voyevod stripped her of her soul and gave her power in exchange. Now that I have taken away that power, she is a pitiable creature indeed. She has no place here, yet she cannot leave. I would lament her fate, but I have no tears to shed, even for myself, for Resurrection Day draws nigh.
That gives me the creeps. This is supposed to be the purest woman in the world?
Lily, I think you should really zip it.
I'm only trying to help Kristoff get over...
Zip it!
You're right. Kristoff, I'm so sorry. You must be feeling awful. I wish I could...
My feelings be damned. Tonight, we slaughter every denizen of this foul place, or die in the attempt.
Well, he seems positive. Yeah, but let us continue even more.
On the eve of his resurrection, Vukodlak bade us slaughter the Premisel leaders, even as they began the ritual that would raise him from torpor. I have learned well the lessons of corruption, for I have turned my hand to the corruption of the Voyevod's resurrection. In the guise of offering wise counsel to Vukodlak, I poison his heart against those who could speed his resurrection. I accuse the faithful of disloyalty. I accuse the powerful of dangerous ambition. I praise the weak and ineffectual, like the merchant toad Orsi, as obedient servants. Vukodlak's fear of losing power is far greater than his hope of gaining new power, and so he believes every doubt I whisper in his ear. And so he crushed his own resurrection.
Wow. She sacrificed her innocence to stop Vukodlak.
I see. Let's continue more.
Vukodlak's rage is implacable. His resurrection has failed so often that he blames all the Tzimisce of Europe. He desires to move our entire cathedral of flesh to the new world where we may begin again. This vast undertaking will involve many shipments of native soil. I am well pleased, for this foolish migration shall take at least a century and further postpone his resurrection. Alas, I fear I can no longer prevent the Voyevod's awakening. Lord Vukodlak has gained great power from the fear and apprehension afoot in the world on the eve of the new millennium. These fears feed him, and despite my greatest efforts, his resurrection is now inescapable. There are none who can help me. I can only hope against hope for the return of the one man Vukodlak fears. I pray that God restores Kristoff.
And thus Kristoff is restored. And we'll leave off here for now. After all that diary reading, I think we're a tad over on the limit of time for YouTube. But anyway, hope you all enjoying this. Thank you all, and have a nice day.